what are some things or some like little tips and tricks that you can do whenever you're not in the most ideal lighting scenarios, middle of the day, completely exposed to the elements? Like, what can you do as a photographer to put yourself in the best?
Yeah, I think that's a good question, and it's challenging.
Thank you.
It's a challenging one. Oh boy, here we go. You just kind of have to get creative, and I know that's kind of like a broad.
Well, what did you specifically do? So you got creative, like what?
Yeah, I mean, I guess a lot of the shooting we do, there's a lot of not ideal. I mean, that's kind of the nature of, I feel like, shooting fitness. I feel like whether it's a dark gym,
sure,
which you have the opposite issue of what you have the issue with having to have your ND filter its darkest setting, and then even still having to kind of finagle.
So one thing would be that ND filter, and then the ND filter, for people that don't know, they're considered to be sunglasses for your actual camera lens, and you can dial it in with different stops. So the higher the number of the stop, the darker the image is going to be, or the darker you're telling your I guess, I don't know the correct term, but the darker the image is going to be, the higher up it is. So we put those on our cameras in order to ensure that at least some of the brightness is cut down. So that'd be like number one.
Yeah, it's kind of like a outside way to adjust the internal camera settings. I wouldn't be. I think the hard part is like the only way to go, especially if you're trying to like maintain a certain aperture where you get like the good look, the photo that everybody's looking for, where it's like a blurry background and the subject is what's in focus. Mm-hmm. You have to like crank your shutter speed to like something that's super extreme.
Yeah. So you can do ND filters. You can adjust your shutter speed, and shutter speed, for those that don't know, if I go like this, you should see a natural wave. Like you should see my hand moving. If I turned up the shutter speed, what I'm telling the camera is when I go like this in the motion, I want all of it to be seen. Right?
Yeah, there's like no blur.
Correct. So what Chris is referring to when he turns up his shutter speed, because in the fitness world, you are constantly in motion and your athletes are in motion, you want everything to be in focus to be able to see it. Yeah. And if you have a reduced shutter speed, you're going to achieve motion blur. And you don't want to achieve motion blur when you're trying to capture athletes in movement.
Yeah, and there are cool ways that you can achieve motion blur, for sure.
No doubt. That's
challenging.
Yes. Then there's some guys that do amazing stuff with
like
manipulating that. Yes.
Like watching guys shoot F1 cars with like slow shutter, and then like the entire car is in focus.
Yes.
But then everything else is blurred, like the car is moving as fast as it's moving.
Yep.
That stuff's sick.
And I'll take the third thing. The third thing that that at least I did on my end was like I tried different angles. So I was constantly, if I was shooting straight down a lane, so in a CrossFit competition you have like 18 lanes or so, sometimes a little bit less, and you have the ability from the media pit to shoot directly down the lane at your subject or your athlete that you're covering. Or obviously within the media pit, you can move down and kind of shoot down through other lanes and different. So I was trying everything from, utilizing the barricade that was there to shoot eye level. Then I shot below, then left, then right. I'm just trying to give myself the most amount of most amount of like footage to look back at, so that whenever I am in post, I have so many opportunities to get the same movement. Yeah. Right. So I'd say ND filter, I would say change your shutter speed, and I would say just try a bunch of different angles, because if you stay in the same spot, you're going to achieve the same image over and over again. You don't want to do that.